I've taken over the Proposito YouTube channel for December. Hi, I'm Jade, and I'm going to be sharing with you my journey to becoming a financial planner and everything I've learned along the way. So if you're an aspiring financial planner, or maybe you're somebody who's on your own personal growth journey, then you're in the right place. Now let's get to it. Understanding your learning style when undertaking any form of studying or personal development is really, really important. There is no right or wrong way to learning. It is very unique to the individual. What works for you may not work for somebody else, and that's okay, but it's got to work for you, and that's the most important thing to take away from this video. So what kind of methods are there? So we have reading. You may be somebody who can just read something and instantly digest it and absorb it like a sponge. You may not be able to do that, therefore you may need to look at things more visually, so whether that's the use of diagrams or videos or illustrations, anything that helps you visualize what you need to understand. You may be somebody that likes to listen, so you might like audio and you're able to kind of replay that over and over until you're able to digest and cement that knowledge. There's absolutely loads of different ways to learn, and honestly, it's really got to work for you. As long as you're retaining and building that knowledge and cementing that knowledge, then that's okay. It doesn't matter what it is as long as it works. So some of the things that I did all of what I've just said. So I read, I watched videos, I listened to things, but I also created question cards. So I used to make little question cards out of pieces of paper, and I used to write the question on the front, and then on the reverse I'd have the answer. And sometimes I'd just use myself. So if I was out and about somewhere, I'd just kind of randomly whip them out. I used to take them everywhere, by the way. I'd just start kind of asking myself questions, or I would speak to somebody else about asking me the questions, whether that's a colleague, a friend, a family member, your partner, anybody who's willing to participate in asking you the questions. Another thing I found really, really useful was just creating mind maps. So I used to create mind maps all the time on just A3 sheets of paper, and I used to just draw loads of spider diagrams just to help me put the knowledge in my own words, because sometimes reading it in my own words helps me to absorb it so much easier than reading it in somebody else's words. So honestly, that can really, really help you. Another thing I used to use was magic paper. Now, magic paper is essentially an A3 size sheet of transparent paper that you can stick against the walls. Honestly, it is a revelation, and it does look like you have written on the walls, but have no fear, because it's not the case. But it's just essentially something that you can just move around the walls if you wanted to, just to keep it visual. So I had that in the office and at home. So I had loads and loads of this all over my house and all over the office, so that everywhere I went, I would just be faced with something that I needed to learn or absorb, and it just really helped to cement it all together. Highlighters. Everybody's best friend when you are studying. Make sure you've got highlighters and plenty of things to write with, particularly highlighters, because they obviously help to bring things out on a page. So please make sure that you've got some of those to hand. And then now we're obviously in a very modern technology age. Therefore, there's lots and lots of resources online to be able to utilize for studying techniques. An example of that is the Anki app, which is flashcards, which is essentially the modern version of my question cards. But there's loads of other things that you can use online as well, so please do check that out. So whether you're a reader, a listener, a watcher, a drawer, a writer, as long as you are absorbing and retaining the knowledge that you need in order to sit your exam, then that is absolutely perfect. Keep doing what works for you. Remember, learning is unique to everybody. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that you found it useful. Don't forget to like this video, and if you would like to see more videos like this, then please subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'll see you in the next video.